Hello everyone. This is Ines from Dajin Geosynthetics. We are a leading professional manufacturer of geomaterials in China, and we have 20 years experience. Our main products are HDPE geomembrane, geotactile, geogrid, Geocell. And today I will introduce our Geocell. Like this one. This is our Geocell. This one, Geocell. If you are interested in our Geocell, or if you would like to know more details about our Geocell, you can leave me a message. And I will contact you later. About our Geocell. First, the material. What's the material? We have two different material. They are PE and PP. Polypropylene and polyethylene. PE and PP, two different materials. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. PE is more flexible than PP material. The PE material is more flexible than PP material. So two different materials for you to choose, PP and PE material. About the color, like the sample in my hand, the color is blank. The regular color is blank color. And we also have green color. So you can customize different colors from us. And the thickness. What's the thickness? This one. The thickness. The thickness we have 0.9 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1.1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter. Different thickness for different application. And the height. The height we can produce is 100 millimeter, 150 millimeter, 200 millimeter, 250 millimeter, 300 millimeter. This is the height. This one, the height is 100. And the welding distance. What's the welding distance? This one, from this point to this point, from this point to this. This is the welding distance. The welding distance we can produce is 330 by 330. What's the meaning? From this point to this point, the distance is 330. And from this point to this point, the distance is also 330. So the welding distance is 330 millimeter by 330 millimeter. In my hand, the welding distance is 500. The distance is 500 millimeter by 500 millimeter. This is the distance. About how which welding distance you can choose. If you use this Geocell on slope, the bigger the slope, the smaller your distance. The bigger the slope and the smaller the distance. The smaller your slope, the larger your distance. If you are not sure which welding distance should be used, you can leave me a message and let me know your application. I'm happy to advise you. We are a Geocell factory in China, and we have 20 years experience. Our 10 years experienced engineers are always available for you to discuss your requirements. So if you are not sure which welding distance should be used, you can leave me a message and let me know your application. I'm happy advise you. I'm happy help you. I'm happy help you. And about the surface, we have two different surfaces for you to choose. What's the surface? How about the surface? You can look at this sample in my hand. This sample, the surface is textured. Right? Textured. The surface is textured. And we also have smooth surface. So two different surfaces for you to choose. Smooth and textured surface for you to choose. You can choose different Geocell according to your application, according to your requirement. And this one is unperforated, right? We also have perforated, like this one, perforated and unperforated, perforated and unperforated. Two different type, perforated and unperforated. This perforated Geocell can help drainage away the water. The water through the holes and drain away the water quickly. Drive the water quickly. This is so you can customize this Geocell. For example, the thickness. You can customize different thickness, different height, different welding distance. You can customize different color, right? Different surface, and perforated or unperforated, perforated and unperforated. About the package, the package is bundle with pallet, 100 piece. This one is one piece, 100 pieces, 100 pieces for one pallet. 100 pieces for one pallet. This package is easy to unload. Package, bundle and pallet. 100 piece Geocell for one pallet. And we can pack it according to your request. Our regular package is bundle and pallet. 100 pieces for one pallet. Okay. And about the accessories, there are 3 different accessories. They are limit cap, buckle, limit cap, anchor rod. This anchor rod is made of fiberglass, and the steel can be used instead. Anchor rod. It is made of fiberglass, so steel can be used instead. 3 different accessories. You can purchase the different accessories according to your request. Buckles. How many buckles you need? 1 square meter Geocell. You need 4 buckles. 4 buckles for 1 square meters Geocell. Okay. And about the production time, our regular production time is about 7 to 10 days. About the production time, 7 to 10 days. 10 days after deposit. If your order is urgent, we can try our best to arrange your emergency order, because we are the Geocell factory. We are Geocell factory, and this is our factory's advantage. About the application, our Geocell is widely used for landscaping, road construction, slope protection, parking space, parking lot, parking space, parking lot, ground foundation, retaining wall, riverbed protection, and road waterlocked, waterlocked. For example, this Geocell for this road through sand. So the foundation is very soft. You can choose the thickness 1 millimeter for road construction through sand. The thickness you can choose 1 millimeter. The height you can choose 150 millimeter. And the welding distance you can choose 400 millimeter by 400 millimeter. And when the thickness is 1 millimeter, the height is 150 millimeter, the welding distance is 400 millimeter by 400 millimeter. 120 container can load about 8,800 square meters. 8,800 square meters. The weight is about 13,000 kilogram. 13,000 kilogram. And by the way, you can choose when you use the Geocell, you can use the geotextile together. You can use the geotextile together. Geotextile. We also have geotextile. There are woven and non-woven. You can choose according to your request. Your request. Why should we use the geotextile? Because the geotextile can prevent fuel loss. If you are interested in the Geocell application, you can leave me a message and I will share with you. The different application. The Geocell for road construction, slope protection, road waterlocked, retaining wall, ground wall foundation, slope protection, parking lot, parking space, and so on. Except Geocell, we also have geomembrane, geotactile, geogrid, Geocell, and drainage board. By the way, we can provide A4 size for geomembrane and geotactile. We can provide A4 size samples. For Geocell, we can also provide sample. If you are interested in our Geocell or if you have any questions about our Geocell, please contact us. Our company name is 山东大晋 Geosynthetics. 山东大晋 Geosynthetics. And our brand name is Earth Shield. Earth Shield. So you can customize this Geocell according to your requirement. About the production process, the first is the raw material. What's the material? Two different material, right? Two different material, PP and PE. PPO, PE material, PEO, PP material. First, the raw material, and then sheet extruding. Sheet, like this one, sheet extruding, and then punching this one, and welding. Like this one, raw material, and then sheet extruding, and then punching and welding. This point welding. Oh, sorry. This one. This point welding, and this point welding, and then package. And the package is bundle. 100 pieces Geocell for one pallet. Any questions about this Geocell? Any questions? Like this one. The height is 150. The height. And this one, the height is 100. This one is 100, and this one is 150 millimeter. Right? And this one is textured surface, and this one is smooth surface with perforated design. Smooth surface. About the PE material, it is made of high quality PE, high quality polyethylene. The main component is 97.5% polyethylene and 2.5% carbon black. This is PE material. It is widely used for landscaping, slope protection, road construction, waterlogged. environmental protection, parking lots, parking space, and so on. This perforated design can help drainage away the water. This perforated design can help drainage away the water. Drainage away the water. This one is 1 thickness, 1 millimeter thick, 1 millimeter thick, and the height is 150 millimeter, 150 millimeter, and the welding distance is 500 by 500. 500 millimeter by 500 millimeter. So you can customize different thickness, right? You can customize different thickness, different height, different welding distance, different color, different surface, different surface, different design, perforated or unperforated, right? Okay. About two different material, PP and PE, different thickness, 0.9 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1.1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, different height, 50 millimeter, 75 millimeter, 100 millimeter, 150 millimeter, 200 millimeter, 300 millimeter, 400 millimeter, different height for you to choose, and different welding distance. The welding distance we can produce is 330 millimeter, 400 millimeter, 450 millimeter, 500 millimeter, 550 millimeter. The welding distance, if you use the Geocell on slope, the big the slope, the smaller the welding distance, right? Okay. And the surface, two different surfaces for you to choose, smooth and textured, and perforated and unperforated design, two different design, perforated and unperforated, package, pallet and bundle, 100 pieces Geocell for one pallet. This is our Geocell. It is widely used for landscaping, road construction, slope protection. If you are interested in our Geocell, or if you have any questions about our Geocell, If you would like to know more details about our Geocell, please contact us. Our company name is Shandong Dajing Geosynthetics. Shandong Dajing Geosynthetics. And my name is Ines from Shandong Dajing Geosynthetics. And that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you for your time and have a good day. Bye bye.